signing the Memorandum of Understanding on Wednesday at the Government House, Umuahia, Governor Otti said the event was the climax of several months of planning, stakeholders' engagements, confidence building, ideation, and reviews by policy experts, investors, and energy consumers. The governor explained that Abia State's mini grid regulatory framework provides unambiguous answers to technical and commercial questions from investors and consumers alike, defines the rights and obligations of stakeholders, and offers pathways to speedy resolution of disputes. Where
Monday here, we had the Commissioner for Sports and Youth Development in Abia, Sam Wobilo and Anaba in the studio. And, while using, the badminton championships about to be staged in Abia, we veered into other areas of sports because he's the one in charge of sports generally in Abia. Inter alia, we mentioned the fact that some of the laudable projects that the administration in Abia today is putting on ground, may not see the light of day based on experience from the past where governments do not continue with even their own programs, or in the event that they do not continue, other governments that come in do not continue. I think it's akin to what we're talking about this morning in terms of the inauguration of the Committee on Electricity and all that. Fine as it is, you look at the time frame within which governments stay because of their tenureship. Whether you are winning a re-election, you talk about time. Some of them are so big that within the remaining part of the time, even if Otti, for instance, would have to win a re-election, might not see the light of day completely before the next 4 years added to the one plus, not just even 2 years again that are left. Again, now that we have some other companies or our company in charge of electricity, particularly in Abia South. The last time we heard that Otti was aligning with ADC to see that more of Abia North and Central local governments have electricity. And questions were being raised as to what is happening to Abia South because of the experiences we've also got based on who is handling it today. Anyway, it's a good one, but there must be the other side of this.
Well, one of the beautiful things that President Tinubu has done so far was to sign a bill into law that allows states to regulate the electricity sector. Before President Tinubu signed that bill into law, anything electricity was the reserve of the federal government. Only the federal government had the powers to delve into that. But with the signing of that bill into law, most states have also passed their own laws to regulate electricity generation, distribution, and of course on the consuming aspect. So what Governor Otti did yesterday was to take a look at the grid aspect. Grid, in other words, is the transmission from the generating companies to the final consumers. So for me, what this would do is eventually it would open the electricity sector in Abia State. Most people in Aba, for instance, have complained that, hey, because of the monopoly the current company enjoys, there is no competition. The reason why, whether they give you power or they don't give you power, at the end of the month, bills must come. If you don't pay, you'll be disconnected. But if more investors are encouraged by the signing of these bills into law to start participating in the electricity sector, believe me, with time we'll now see a healthy competition, just like what we are seeing in the petroleum sector. Before the Dangote refinery came on board, it was NNPCL that was setting the price of petrol. But since Dangote came, today you hear Dangote, he will say he's removing 5 naira from a liter of fuel. The independent marketers and NNPCL will say also removing 4 naira. That is what we want to see in the electricity sector, especially in Abia. So I believe that the laws, this would be the second law that Governor Alex Otti is signing, that these laws would help to liberate the markets, kill monopoly. If we have two companies, for instance, If company A is not treating me fairly as a customer, killing me with unnecessary bills, I can afford to test company B. And if it is also possible, let's have company C. Who said we cannot even have a D? Let the
The more
people
the
have options.
merrier. The
Exactly.
more the happier we
Exactly.
shall be. We shouldn't micro monopolize anything. Even if we have up to D, let all of them operate within the different areas.
True.
What I mean here is that they should not say, okay, this company should go to, this zone. This one, no, let all of them be operating in
Compete
all
fairly.
the zones so that people will have, the opportunity of saying, "Oh, this is the one I like." Look at telecoms, for instance. You mentioned petroleum. Telecoms is a clear example. Those that came and could not stand the test of time, they have gone under. Some have changed names over 6 times. They are still dragging on. And some came real strong and they remain strong. So that's the way it is. And the people know where to go get what they want to get.